So I'm currently sitting on top of my case 1070. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take all these bolts out, try to, and hopefully they don't bust off. And then I want to change out, I got a blower motor here. I want to put a blower motor in it, but I also want to check the evaporator core. I'm gonna have to take this plate off again to change out the AC lines. But for right now, I got this blower motor. I want to put this blower motor in it, and I want to make sure that it's going to be good. And see, like, we got some silicone here, so obviously this had some rust holes. I mean, this tractor sat out. Obviously, you know, we got some goop here to keep water out. So I want to probably here at some point try and get that resealed. But after I'm done with this, I'm gonna put it in the shed. It's gonna sit in the shed, so I don't really have to worry about water getting in it. But yeah, let's get. So right now, I'm just going around and loosening these by hand with my ratchet. I would be using the impact right out the gate, but I don't like, if one of these are rusted or anything like that, I don't want to strip it. I don't want to make any more work for myself than I have to. So that's where we're at. Let me move you a little bit. Hopefully that's a better view. If not, well, I'm sorry, because my GoPro 12 has a screen in the front that I can see what I'm filming. Well, it doesn't want to freaking, these are actually coming out really easy, which is great. That's what I want. I got this one being a little bit of a bear. Let me get it. Enjoy a view of my butt. Oh, you. There's always one, right? Let's see if I can get on there. Ah, there it is. Good, 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 good. And of course, oh, I'll let that one fly onto the ground. I'll have to look for that one. I want to paint this too. We might get the air compressor out and blow some of this out. Like some of these bolts, I mean, here's just one right here. It doesn't look terrible, but I mean, I'm just a stickler. Like, I mean, if it looks questionable, do yourself a favor and just replace them. Like, I could probably go to Tractor Supply and get this identical fastener for, I could probably get 20 of them for $10. I mean, what do you got to lose? I mean, I guess it'll come. I might have to get a hammer and thingy. I'm hearing something underneath there. Missing a turn signal bulb over here too. This thing needs washed. It's kind of disgusting. All right, so as you can see, somebody has been in here before. There's duct tape up in here. There's a giant mouse nest right there that was up in here. So yeah, and this, I mean, this is clearly well, this is heater core here. These are definitely heater core. That's AC right here. So here's your evaporator core for your AC, which I definitely want to try and here at some point. This is broken, you can see down in the cab. So clearly we have some stuff that we need to work on here, which is fine, not a big deal. But my main reason was to get in here, look at the evaporator core for the air conditioning, obviously replace the blower motor, but we're just gonna get all this duct tape out of here. So I can't get too frisky and walk on anything in here, clearly. So let's start with cleaning out some of this crap. Might see if my lovely wife can bring me the vacuum, because we're gonna have to vacuum some of this out. There's some crap in here, which is clearly from the 80s or 70s. Here's your oh, what is this? I forget. I found it online, the part. So this is clearly what this duct tape was for, was to keep this thing secure. So I'm assuming that there's a bracket in here. That's what that's for. I don't want to have to replace everything if I don't have to. So this piece of duct tape is really being a pain. Like, I want the tractor to be solid. I'm gonna get the vacuum down in here and suck some of this crap off of it. This duct tape is definitely some farming ingenuity here, which I don't like. I'm a picky person when it comes to my we're gonna definitely try and get this right. This evaporator core looks really good, actually. I definitely want to clean it, that's for sure. I definitely want to kind of insulate this evaporator core the best I can. Maybe try and put something here, like there. Yep, there's a hole, so that's why that duct tape's there. Probably get a new plastic headliner, wouldn't be a bad idea. That's clearly something that could be replaced. It's a crack. There's a crack over here. If you can see, there's a crack here. There's a hole here. So I'm seeing a couple other holes here. The big thing is to get the everything backed up in here. Get the blower motor in. Clean some things up, and we'll go from there. So here's another thing that I was wondering about on this tractor is there's the tube for the water drain. So even if I was to get this working, it would drain right into the cab. So I gotta get a tube, and of course fasten that on there, and run it probably down this way, or, well, there's no or about it. It's gonna have to get run down this way. That would be the easier option. But I don't know, as long as there's nothing here that's gonna cause this to leak. I want to take a compressed air and blow out all the nooks and crannies of this evaporator core, and as long as it's not gonna, like, if there's nowhere where it's gonna leak, then I won't replace it. But we're gonna have to take this top back off again. So there's that. But we'll like I say, that'll be here in a couple months. I want to replace these AC lines that go down to the compressor and the accumulator. So and I'll probably, that's the expansion valve. I just figured that out. That's that little contraption that I was pointing at earlier. That's an expansion valve. So I definitely want to get that. If it needs replaced, I'll replace it, but we'll see. So, but I do know, I can tell you that the AC compressor does work, but I'm probably gonna have to replace it because I don't know when that was put on. It's definitely a newer one. It's a retro one, but it just had so much going on with it. Let's start vacuuming. Okay guys, so for anybody that has a Case 1070, I was fighting tooth and nail to figure out, you know, I put this in, I got it all apart. There's a couple other videos on there, but there's a screw down in here and over here. And then of course you have this strap here, there's some screws. Well, if you've never taken care of it, there's going to be 3 up here and 3 back there. I only put 1 back in there because it's a blower motor. It's not like this thing's going to take flight. And then I put 2 up here. The reason I got 2 up here, I got 1 in the middle, as you can see, but then I got another one right there. That's a ground, okay? So it took me forever to figure this out. So if you're replacing your blower motor in your Case 1070, 1370, whatever, so take the nut off of the old blower motor and put one on the new blower motor and run a ground from here down to there, so that, you know, it works. I don't know how it was working before. I guess it was just grounding through this strap here, but that wasn't good enough for me. There's a bunch of paint on here. I'm not scuffing it up, so I just put a wire there. And it's not going to get caught up in your blower motor, and this thing works phenomenal now. And I'll show you here in the next clip. But anyway, we're going to continue to clean up all this garbage up in here, get it good and cleaned off, get this inside the top of this cab cleaned up before, you know, because like I said, I want to see, I might replace this piece. I'm going to put some radio speakers up in here, a few other things, but the blower motor is done. We don't have to mess with that when we tear back into this piece here in a later date. I'm using my wife's Dyson. Don't tell her. All right, so I got this piece back on, which was just a couple small screws. Got everything else under control in there. Other than that, that's really it. It's pretty simple to put a blower motor in this. All of the other videos that I seen on YouTube weren't very descriptive, so I did one of my own that was hopefully descriptive enough for you guys. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Like I say, remember that ground wire on that blower motor, because it took me probably about an hour of messing with this thing to figure that out. But you need to have a ground wire up here so that it's grounded. But other than that, like, man, it's nice. Like I say, in the next clip when I get in the cab, I'll turn it on for you. This thing's good to go for now. Like I say, I'm gonna order some new AC lines. These here, I'm just gonna redo it. I'm probably gonna put a compressor on it and then try and charge it and see what happens. Like I say, hopefully this doesn't have any leaks in it. I'm hoping it doesn't. So I'm hoping this evaporator core might replace it, might end up replacing it. I don't know. That's $500 brand new, that evaporator core. So but to save tearing this apart again, I might replace it. All right, guys, I'll show you the finished product here. I'm sure you can hear it. You can't feel it, but I mean, that thing blows some air for sure. So, AC compressor switch up there works. So, I gotta get a new vent for up here. Well, I mean, I have the old vent in the garage. I might try and see if I can fab something in there to keep it in there, but it works. It smells terrible, but that's an old tractor. I'm gonna try and hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna replace this piece or not. I really, like, I'm gonna replace this piece here for sure. But I really put the air compressor to it up in here, blew all this out. This filter back in here, we're gonna change that. It's still pretty dirty up in there, but I think we can get the AC working in this thing, and it'll be pretty nice with that fixed, baling hay and stuff like that. So but other than that, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you have a case, a 970, 1070, 1370, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be the same when it comes to the blower motor and all that stuff. So if this was helpful to you guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything else you guys want to see, and I will see you in the next one.